When your project gets to a point like this, which is everything's built, you're ready to put the drawer fronts on, it's really nice when the drawer fronts go on straight and they're correctly aligned left to right. And the Kreg system makes that really, really easy to do. There are a bunch of things going on here. We've got clamps. You're going to see those in play in just a second. And if you know me, you know I like gauging stuff whenever I can instead of measuring stuff. That's what these spacers are all about. They're magnetic, so they'll engage with each other. And there are a bunch of different increments here. So we can use different thicknesses from super thick to super thin in order to get the spacing that we need on the drawer. So let me get blocks put together and then we'll have a look here at getting the first drawer front done. So now using a combination of spacers, I've got that block and that stack equal. And that's going to end up being the spacer that we use on top of the doors to get the first drawer front on. So that's part of our setup. The other part of our setup are the clamps. One, labeled L for left, goes on the left. R for right, goes on the right. And then the bottom drawer front is that guy. All I'm going to do for now is get it in there sort of. I'm not worried about left to right at this second. You're going to see that come into play in just a little bit. Now remember, we've got spacers. So what I need to make happen is that spacer can go on top of there. Let that side come down until it kisses the spacer. Same on this side. Then when you look at the clamps, the other thing that's crazy cool about this is there's a scale going out. That's the overlay of your drawer front. It's the same on the left and it's the same on the right. So at this point, I don't have to measure. I just got to make it the same on both sides. So whether it's 1/2 inch overlay, 3/8 overlay, 7/16 overlay, I just got to hit that same number left and right. And then what I really, really like about this is that drawer front is now correctly positioned, and my next job is to fasten it to the drawer box. So, and then I can drive screws inside to out. Take this off. And that first drawer is set. Now, to keep going from here is easy peasy. All I need to do is grab the next size of spacer, and I can put that in place. I'm going to want these thin guys. So the other thing that's good to know about this particular shim is that it's also set up if you're doing an inset drawer front or door for that matter, which is that's the dimension you commonly use for inset is 3/32 of an inch. That's that amount right there. So that's going to give you the correct amount on an inset. So I'm going to get my spacer on top of this front, position the next one, and just keep working that stack all the way up. So the beauty of this is a couple different things. Using the spacers instead of measuring, you're going to get really good consistency. Using the clamps, you can stand back and make sure everything is just right. Then open the drawer and drive your screws to make sure it stays there. So overall, the system makes installing drawer fronts like this super, super easy to do.